What is up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about what I think is the most underrated weapon in Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4, and that is going to be the Ranger pistol. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think the most underrated weapon is this season, or just what you think of the Ranger pistol. The pistol has like a solid damage and fire rate. I feel like both are just kind of like, solid. It's not the hardest hitting weapon ever. It's not the weakest. It's also not the fastest firing weapon, but it's not the slowest either. I don't think DPS is the end-all be-all stat that some people make it out to be, but it does have more DPS than the Striker Burst AR, but less than the Combat AR and the Striker AR. So it's kind of like third as far as DPS is concerned for medium-range weapons. The reason why I think this stat is kind of overrated at times is because it assumes you're hitting every single shot constantly and your opponent is just going to sit there and let you shoot at them constantly. This doesn't really take into effect like how difficult the weapon is to use or the kind of the play style that the weapon is more geared towards. Where it does outclass every AR though is going to be in reload speed and hipfire accuracy. And this might sound kind of like a who cares thing when we're talking about a medium range weapon. But if you are someone like me who prefers to use just two weapons this season, just a shotgun and then some sort of spray weapon, having, solid reload speed and really good hipfire, I think is very valuable this season because of how fast paced it often is. I feel like with the jetpack mobility in the game, not only do you get a lot of fights where you're jetpacking around, and so, you're more likely to miss shots maybe so that reload speed can come into play. But also, I find myself needing to like hip fire my spray weapon a lot more this season than in previous seasons, mainly because of the jetpack fights. And the Ranger pistol's hip fire is great, and if you are a controller player, its hip fire aim assist is fine too. Whereas like the Striker Burst AR and the Combat AR have no hip fire aim assist. So accuracy and aim assist wise, the hip fire is good, and then the reload speed is good, which is just always nice to be able to reload quick. But I feel like matters a lot this season, like when fighting players using shields. If you have to spray their block out and then reload with any of the other weapons, that kind of creates a situation where you're probably going to miss your opportunity to do damage. But with the Ranger pistol, like you'll be able to reload probably before they're not stunned anymore, and you can still get some damage in. It's mainly the reload speed that I feel like I value most with this weapon compared to the other ARs. I also think ease of use wise, the Ranger pistol is quite good. It's pretty low recoil. And if you're a controller player, it has great aim assist. And I know a lot of controller players who don't feel right with the Combat AR or the Striker Burst AR because of their very limited aim assist, but also don't feel quite right with the Striker AR because of its recoil. And if you're kind of in that situation where just like nothing feels good to you because of that, I think this is a nice option as a weapon that has like really good aim assist and also really low recoil. I'm talking about the aim assist a lot because I am a controller player and my audience is mostly controller players. But even I've seen mouse and keyboard players that really like and enjoy using this pistol. So it's not like a controller weapon exclusively. And if you do like using third-person weapons, like the weapon without a sight at all, the Ranger pistol has really tight bloom, but I do prefer it with a red dot. For my attachments on it, I like the 1x red dot, which is just the lowest magnification red dot sight, to at least make it first person and give me some more control, but not a bunch of magnification. Speed mag to make that fast reload even faster. Some people would maybe want to go for the drum mag because the capacity on this isn't the greatest, but I feel like when you put drum mag on, you do make your reload slower. So at that point, you're going to have a slower reload, more close to the ARs with speed mag, but also not quite have as much capacity as them. So I don't think the drum mag makes very much sense, and I'd rather just make that fast reload even faster, rather than just going for a still below average magazine size, and then the laser sight attachment for better hip fire, like I talked about, that is something that I want to take advantage of when using this pistol, especially in those jetpack fights. And then the muzzle brake for even less recoil. So my attachments are 1x red dot, speed mag, laser sight, and muzzle brake. At long range, you will definitely be outclassed by the other ARs. Like if you're trying to fight a Striker Burst at like 85 meters, this pistol is not the weapon for that. But in kind of close medium range, which is I think where most fights happen in Fortnite anyways, and with this season having the jetpacks in the game, a lot of fights kind of play out around the jetpacks in those kind of close medium range. I feel like the Ranger pistol does those fights incredibly well, and I pretty much always felt comfortable when using it. Like I said, long range is not the play, but I'm not often fighting at long range this season anyways because of how fights play out. So I was able to pick this up and use it. Not really any problem. It really wasn't that inconvenient, and I thought it was a really solid weapon. I think the Ranger pistol is very viable, and I definitely think it's the most underrated weapon in this season. Underrated doesn't always mean best. If I just wanted to get on and win, I would probably use the Striker AR, but I'm also not someone who has a hard time controlling the recoil of the Striker AR. I think that's where this weapon is going to be best for those people that really struggle with the recoil, but also want something with like solid aim assist. And yeah, I think the Ranger pistol is really good and really fun to use. If you have the choice of like a gold Ranger pistol or a green regular, one of the other ARs, you might want to consider going with that gold pistol. It's not a bad choice by any means. As always, if you guys did find this video to be helpful, informative, interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more. I'm going to let some gameplay play out that I got on stream using this pistol, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Mini shields. I don't know where these people are fighting. I don't know how close to getting a scan I am, but having a scan right now would be nice. I'm thinking this player might be down in there. I haven't heard anything from him though, so maybe not. Only 2 people left. That was what I wanted to do to the guy last game. Like just side strafe and beam. I feel like the player using movement there has like such an advantage over the player holding the angle. Where is this last person? I'm thinking they're that IO person that had the car on island. But maybe he died to that Zoe. Oh, no, it is him. He's gonna have to reload. Dude, that guy hit so hard with the gatekeeper every time I encountered him. That was rough.